everyone, I'm back. I didn't really go anywhere. I've been trying to post a little bit on the community tab so you guys would know I'm still around. It's been a busy summer already. We're in the middle of July, and yes, I'm wearing a snowflake shirt. Well, it's a little cooler and damp today, and this makes me happy, so here you go. Snowflakes it is. Anyhow, I figured I'd catch you up a little bit, and we can start with some good news, which is my son and his family from Texas came up and stayed for about a week, and it was wonderful. I was so happy to see them, especially little Julia, my granddaughter. I'm lucky I get to do FaceTime with her pretty much every week, so that's good. I mean, geez, 20 years ago you weren't even doing that. So, but it's not the same as having them here, you know. I really do hope someday they can either move back or move closer so we can see each other more often. And some more good news. We've had several family get-togethers, and that has been a lot of fun, especially during the 4th of July. The 4th of July is always at my son Joey's house with his wife, my daughter-in-law Katie, and they have a really nice yard with all kinds of stuff for kids. They have a gazebo and lots of seating and an in-ground pool, and I mean, everybody has a great time. And it was a great time again this year. I mean, a lot of people are always invited, so there's a lot going on. And it's just good, to be able to hang out and catch up with other people. And that's kind of what I've been doing all along. Another bit of good news, kind of sorta, is I'm expecting another grandchild. This will be lucky number 13, and he is due, I want to say right around Thanksgiving, but I do believe it's probably going to be earlier than that because there is a problem with him. His intestines are growing on the outside of his body. Now, I learned something fairly new. I did not know that while the baby is forming in the early stages, that the intestines are on the outside of the body. There's a hole in the abdomen and the intestines are on the outside. But once they hit a certain amount of weeks, they go back in and the hole closes up. Well, with some babies, this doesn't happen. And yes, it can be a problem, but it does seem pretty positive in that the doctors are well aware of it, and there are already a lot of doctors involved. So for mom, they're going to end up inducing her. So she probably will deliver before her due date. And because they want to have all them doctors there when they need them. And so she can't deliver at the hospital that she wanted to. She has to go to a different one that has, the specialized NICU. And so once baby is born, if possible, they'll do surgery right away. But if it's not possible, my understanding is they put some sort of like a silo on the abdomen with the intestines in the silo, and they slowly go down into the baby's belly. And once that is completed, then they'll do the finish-up surgery. But whether everything goes as planned, who knows? But it does look like it will work out. I'm not anticipating any kind of, anything bad really happening. It seems to me, from what I've learned, that the bad outcomes are, and there's not very many of them, but those tend to come with babies that they didn't know ahead of time, about this. So, yeah, it's looking good, so we'll see what happens. And then I have some other news, and I can't really talk a lot about it. Because it's still ongoing. Actually, this all started towards the end of winter. So I want to say January, February 2021. And basically, what's going on is someone is trying to take the cabin from me. And this has been very nerve-wracking, to say the least. And I do think that's what started my panic attacks again. And it's been a long, drawn-out thing, so that doesn't help. Just no resolution as of yet. But the good thing is I have a lot of support. All of my kids, and even my siblings. Some of them have been helping monetarily, some of them helping in other ways. And I'm so blessed for that. I'm so grateful for that. I don't know what I would do without it. This person is wrong. That cabin does belong to me. One thing that really upsets me is there have been a lot of bad things said about Paul. Untrue things in order to try and get this cabin. And that just really hurts, Paul's not here. He can't defend himself. And in fact, if Paul were here, I doubt this would be happening. And yeah, Paul was by no means perfect. He was as flawed as every single one of us. I should know. But he's not what's being claimed. He was a good man. He was generous, thoughtful, kind. And Paul loved that cabin. That was our place. That was going to be for the kids and the grandkids, and so it matters to me. It's not just that it's a material possession. It's the last place that we were happy together. And he had such big plans And so, things are going to be going through the court systems and whatever. And I do have a few people praying for me, but I would really appreciate it if you would pray too. Pray for resolution, peace of heart. I understand that whatever happens, I may not like the outcome. God sees the big picture. I don't. And so I know whatever happens, it is God's will, and I'll deal with that. But I just really want to be vindicated for Paul. That he was a good guy, you know what I mean? And one last bit of good news. Although I'm not going to get into that too much yet either. But I have started this really good, I don't want to say weight loss program, although that's definitely why I started it. But it's different than anything I've seen before, and it just like changes your whole lifestyle in a way. The way you think about things, the way you do the little stuff. And anyhow, I am loving it, you guys. It is awesome. And I'm already seeing results. And I'm thrilled. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet. I'll do a video on it eventually. But I figure I would wait at least, a couple more weeks. Because it's been about 2.5, 3 weeks now. But I want to go just a little bit further so I can give you guys a better, bigger picture of it all. And hopefully, maybe it's something you're interested in. I don't know. But anyhow, let me know what's been going on in your life. What do you want to talk about? I've been staying away from the news. Of course, I still see it here and there. I mean, really, how can you avoid it? But we just got to keep on keeping on. When times get tough, don't think about where you are. Think about where you're going. Think about who's in your corner. Think about who's doing all of this right with you every step of the way. This isn't our home. We won't be here forever. If you're a Christian, you know where you're going and who you're going to meet. So keep that right here in the front. Anyhow, it was nice talking to you. And you take care.